ignoring it and just going for straight for NaDa's base, going straight for the kill. NaDa's managed to put up several turrets now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold this off. He doesn't have enough medic marines on the ground. The turrets are only distractionary. They're only supposed to distract the mutalisks long enough for the medic marines to come back and do the real damage to them. And I don't think he quite has enough medic marines on the ground. He needs a couple more barracks right now. He doesn't have the expansion. This rush build was also kind of all in for NaDa because usually by this time the Terran's going to have an expansion up. They're going to have a lot of SCVs mining minerals. They're going to have at least four barracks pumping out marines and medics, and NaDa just does not have that right now. He's going to lose that dropship, but there wasn't a whole lot he could do about that. Well, I guess he could have kept it back, but he was spotting, using the dropship to spot there. The tank goes down, so this little containment is not going to be able to do anything anymore. He could even probably go in there and start mining again. And, I'm not sure if the range upgrade on the mining is going to be enough. NaDa has spotted that extra hatchery there. NaDa has a science vessel out as well. I saw the science facility going down, but he has that science vessel out already. Yeah, so the bunker there is not going to be able to reach the hatchery, obviously, but it might be able to reach some drones. It's probably going to be able to reach that, no, it's almost certainly going to be able to reach that extractor if he tries to get it. And NaDa actually feeling comfortable enough that he can build another command center. NaDa is going to try and expand, although he does probably know, I'm sure he knows that he needs to catch up a little bit. Economically, oh, Radiate going off! A15 pulls it out a little bit quickly. What he did there is he actually target fired and attacked that Mutalisk with his other Mutalisk, just killed it off straight away, and I think that was actually probably the better thing to do. Well, I mean, sometimes Zerg players can pull that Mutalisk out very, very, very quickly, and that actually ends up with a little less damage to the other Mutalisks, but that worked pretty well too. Disposed of that irradiated Mutalisk pretty quickly. Now NaDa moving out here. NaDa's going to try and take that base here. He is again in danger of a counterattack though. He doesn't know where A15's forces are, but if he takes out this hatchery... Oh no, A15 going for a counter! A15 is going for a counterattack here. NaDa is going straight for that top base. He is going to try to take out that top base, and that top base is very vulnerable. Colony going down, but it's not going to be as sunken before NaDa gets there. And A15 is not going for the counterattack. He has not gone for the counterattack. He's pulled his forces back because he didn't know where NaDa's forces were. Now he knows where NaDa's forces are. Let's see if he goes for the counter. He is going to go for the counter. He's not going to try to save that base. He's going to just keep his natural, keep his main, and go for a counterattack. It looks like that hatchery is gone. There's nothing he can do about it anyway, so it's smart of him to go in for the counter. One tank is up, but I don't think it's going to do enough. I don't know if NaDa has enough mech marines. He needs to get his forces back to his main base right now. But there's a ton of Mutalisks coming in here. That bunker, luckily he does have SCVs on that bunker now. He's sticking more SCVs on the bunker as well. The bunker is going to be staying alive. There are too many SCVs on that bunker. A15 is pushed back again. Brilliant by NaDa. NaDa still has science vessels out, and Scourges are in the way. NaDa needs to be very careful with those science vessels. It looks like, he's killed off the top base, the top right base. He's moving his medic marines. He needs to keep those science vessels alive. Keep them with your medic marines, buddy. Okay. If NaDa can move in here and make a successful attack with his medic marine force, take out that expansion, that natural expansion, then A15 will be completely gone. He'll be completely dead. There won't be a very, well, I mean, not completely, but I mean, there won't really be a very good way for him back in this game. Defense Matrix Marine going on. He didn't send in, he's Defense Matrix 7 Marines, Medic Marines eating up the Lings. The Sunken Colonies are not quite in yet. Scourges going in. Medic Marines are too distracted, I think, to kill the Scourges. But in the meantime, they're going to kill off a lot of Lings. A lot of Lings. The Lings, there's just too many Lings. The Science, the Defense Matrix finally goes down. Those Medic Marines go down. NaDa not able to effect a complete sunken break. A15 looking a little bit disparaged, though, by the fact that he almost got hosed there. He only has one gas now, so it's going to be very difficult. A15 is still pretty much all in, though, because he basically doesn't have the gas to try and do any kind of lurker tech or anything like that. So he's basically forced to use these few Mutalisks and go with basically Mutaling and NaDa going for another drop here. I don't think A15 has any forces in the way to spot that dropship. Although A15 going in for another attack here, NaDa just has too many Medic Marines. Medic Marines doing absolute crazy damage to Mutalisks and to Zerglings. And A15 may have spotted that dropship after all. He may have spotted that dropship. If he can send some Scourges over there really quickly, he might be able to affect something here. But in the meantime, there's going to be some Medic Marines right behind his supply line, right amidst those turrets. If he has... Oh, and a tank as well. The tank is back. Oh, man. I guess he only had one extra Marine in there. So he's going to be able to shell that natural, and A15 is down to mining from one base again. One base again, an absolutely freaking brilliant strategy by NaDa. Oh man, I love him so much, and I know that people always accuse me of being favoritistic towards certain players, but this is why I love NaDa, because he is such a freaking. I mean, he's the genius Terran, and this is why. This is why he's had a bad week, but even though he's had a bad week, even though he hasn't been in any final levels of any Star Leagues anytime recently, he is still the genius Terran, and this is just absolute proof of that right now. He's managed. I can't believe he's managed to pull this off. And A15 getting out some Hydros. He's probably managed during all of this chaos to somehow research Lurker Tech, but I think that it's too late now. He's mining from one base. NaDa now mining at two bases. Zerg is supposed to have 3 or 4 bases at this point if they're going to be even economically. And 815 is going to lose another hatchery if he doesn't do something pretty quick here. He should at least go in with those Mulas and pick off the tanks. But now NaDa's going to go in for a frontal attack too. A15 making a little bit of a feint there to try and distract. And what A15 might... Okay, there he is. Sending in a couple Lings in just to take tank hits. And he needs to do a little more of that. He needs to sacrifice those Lings. And you know what? It doesn't look like he's even going to try and save that natural again. It looks like A15 is basically just trying to pump out as many forces as possible right now. He's going to go for one last all-in attack. And if this attack fails, he is going to be gone. He's not even bothering to create any more bases or anything like that. You can see he was just using up all of his larvae at that natural before it died to try and make Zerglings. And he's got a couple lurkers out, so he did, like I said, he did manage to squeeze in some lurker tech, but that's a lot. He hasn't had very much gas to work with, so he's only managed to make 2 lurkers and a couple more Mutalisks, and this is and I don't think there's any way any A15 can defeat that. NaDa taking up a defensive posture now at his main base. It's possible that if NaDa was out in the middle of the field, A15 could have mounted some kind of a crazy counterattack, but it's not going to happen this time. And this is absolutely crazy. It looks like NaDa is going to take this game with a sheerly brilliant strategy. I'm really glad that I did this game. This has been a crazy game, and really cool to see NaDa pull off something very creative there, going for the quick drop tech and just managing to keep that scout out of his base and keep A15 from seeing what was going on. And now once that tank siege is up, it looks like he's forgotten the siege, but he doesn't even need to. The defense matrix saves that tank. Tank is going to go in there, and now A15, there's nothing he can do. Scourges don't even get to pick off that last science vessel, so there's no hope here. It looks like, let's see what is A15 going to do. He's going to lose his Spire, that's for one thing. He is going to try and come back and defeat this force and try and save his main. I'm not sure why. Probably because he can't even get a drone out right now to try and make a last-ditch base. Lurkers at the bottom of the ramp, not as good as lurkers at the top. Those forces are going to get slaughtered. Sheer, utter genius. Flipping genius Terran in your face, 815. No offense to A15, he is a very, very good player, and he has, in general, been playing probably better than NaDa as far as wins go lately, but, that's right. And what he's doing there, I think, was, saying, 3-1 win, which is what the score is now, because NaDa has just taken the set, taken the match for WeMade Fox, and that is a huge win for them as well, because WeMade Fox very high up in the standings these days, actually. NaDa and Mind doing very well in Pro League this last season, and defeating KTF, who is basically one of the other top contenders. So a very, very big win for WeMade there, and NaDa just very, very impressive. All right, I'm gonna stop before I just ended up rambling about how awesome NaDa is for 10-15 minutes or something like that. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you didn't enjoy that game, well, maybe StarCraft isn't for you, because that was flippin' awesome. I certainly enjoyed that game. And there's KTF coming out to take a bow. Alright, thank you all for listening very much, and I will talk to you all later.